Let me ask you something. Have you ever paused to consider if reality might be pulling a fast one on you? Day in and day out, you go through life, work, relationships, and the occasional existential crisis. But what if I told you that the world as you know, it isn't as fixed as you think? What if reality isn't set in stone, but is something far stranger, more malleable, and, dare I say, hackable? Welcome, purpose seekers, to Purpose Calling, where we dive into the mysteries of existence, the science of manifestation, and how you can create the life you desire. If you're someone who loves questioning reality while sipping your morning tea, or questioning it late at night when you can't sleep, you're in the right place. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your fellow seekers. And if you're ready to hear more about how quantum physics and the law of attraction work together to shape your world, drop a big yes in the comments. Now, buckle up. This one's going to challenge everything you thought you knew. What the heck is reality anyway? Let's start with something simple. Or not? What is reality? Is it the solid ground beneath your feet, the chair you're sitting on, or the problems you're stressing about? Or is it something else entirely? Here's the kicker: what you perceive as solid and real is mostly empty space. That's right, atoms, the building blocks of everything, are 99.9999999% empty. The only reason your hand doesn't go through the table is because of an invisible force field of energy. And if that doesn't mess with your head, this will. Quantum physics suggests that reality doesn't exist in a definite form, until it's observed. Sounds crazy, right? But it's exactly what scientists discovered. In the double-slit experiment. Imagine this: physicists fire tiny particles, like electrons, at a screen with two slits. If no one's watching, the particles behave like waves, going through both slits simultaneously and creating an interference pattern. But the moment someone observes them, the particles decide to go through one slit or the other, behaving like, well, particles. It's as though the act of observing brings reality into focus. This experiment, first conducted by Thomas Young in 1801 with light, and later expanded in the 20th century, is still blowing minds today. Even Richard Feynman, one of the most brilliant physicists, called it the heart of quantum mechanics. It's where things stop making sense in the classical world and start making sense in the what is going on world. What does this mean for you? Let's simplify. If reality only becomes definite when you observe it, then isn't your observation, your thoughts, your focus, a powerful force? This is where the law of attraction starts to sound a little less mystical and a bit more like quantum science. If particles respond to observation, why wouldn't the rest of reality? And before you think this is all just theoretical, let's look at some real-world applications. Scientists like Dr. Joe Dispenza and Greg Braden have been blending quantum physics with neuroscience and spirituality. Dr. Dispenza, in particular, has studied how focused thought can rewire the brain and even heal the body. His workshops are filled with people who have documented cases of spontaneous remissions, life transformations, and yes, even manifesting wealth, relationships, and opportunities. Still skeptical? Good. Healthy skepticism keeps us curious. But let me ask, have you ever thought about something so intensely that it showed up in your life? Maybe you kept thinking about someone, and suddenly they texted. Or you focused on a goal, and things just clicked into place. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe it's something deeper. Who's using this and what are the results? Let's shift gears. Did you know that some of the most successful people in the world swear by these principles? Oprah Winfrey credits visualization and the law of attraction for much of her success. She once said, "You don't become what you want, you become what you believe." Coincidence that she became one of the most powerful women in media? Probably not. Athletes, too, are big on this. Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer, practiced mental visualization so vividly that by the time he hit the pool, he'd already swum the race in his mind. And what about Jim Carrey, who famously wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered and later cashed it for his role in Dumb and Dumber. These aren't just anecdotes, they're examples of focused intention shaping reality. Now, you might think, okay, that's great for celebrities and athletes, but what about regular people like me? Well, there's good news, the universe doesn't care about your bank account or social status. It responds to your energy, your vibration. And yes, that includes the rest of us mere mortals. The science of vibration and energy. Here's where things get juicy. At its core, everything in the universe vibrates. From the tiniest particles to the largest galaxies, everything is in motion. Even your thoughts and emotions have frequencies. When you feel gratitude, joy, or love, you're vibrating at a higher frequency. When you're stuck in fear, doubt, or negativity, your frequency is lower. Here's the kicker, like attracts like. High vibrations attract high vibration outcomes, opportunities, relationships, abundance. Low vibrations. Well, you get the picture. This is why people say, raise your vibration. It's not just a cute phrase, it's quantum mechanics. Even Albert Einstein hinted at this when he said, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. Was Einstein talking about manifestation? Not directly. But the principle holds, your frequency shapes your reality. So, how do you use this? Let's get practical. How do you actually use these principles to manifest what you want? Start with these steps, set a clear intention, know what you want. Clarity is power. The universe can't deliver what you desire if you're vague about it. Visualize it, close your eyes and imagine it as if it's already real. See the details, feel the emotions. What does it look like? What does it feel like? The clearer the image, the stronger the signal you're sending. Feel the emotion, emotions are energy in motion. When you feel gratitude, love, or excitement for what you're manifesting, you're aligning yourself with its vibration. Take inspired action. Manifestation isn't just sitting back and waiting. Act on opportunities, follow your instincts, and meet the universe halfway. Trust the process, let go of doubt. Worry and impatience send mixed signals. Trust that what you've asked for is already on its way. Stories of transformation. Let's make this real. I recently heard a story about a woman who was struggling with debt. Every day, she focused on her lack of money, reinforcing that low vibration state. But one day, she decided to shift her perspective. Instead of focusing on her bills, she started imagining her bank account full. She practiced gratitude for what little she had and trusted that abundance was on its way. Within weeks, unexpected opportunities started coming her way, freelance work, gifts from friends, even an old debt repaid. Coincidence? Perhaps. But it's hard to ignore how her shift in focus aligned with a shift in her reality. The bigger picture. Here's the most fascinating part, whether you believe in manifestation or not, it's happening. You are constantly creating your reality through your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The question is, are you doing it consciously or unconsciously? The universe doesn't judge. It simply responds. If you focus on lack, you'll see more of it. If you focus on abundance, you'll attract it. The choice is yours. And here's a thought to leave you with: if reality really is as fluid as quantum physics suggests, then why not play with it? Why not test it out for yourself? Start small. Focus on something you want, maybe a free cup of coffee, a kind word from a stranger, or an unexpected surprise. Hold that thought, feel it, and let it go. Then, watch what happens. Purpose seekers, reality might not be as rigid as you once thought. It's fluid, dynamic, and full of infinite possibilities. The question is, what will you do with that knowledge? Will you let life happen to you, or will you start shaping it intentionally? If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Say yes if you're ready to take control of your reality. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we can explore the mysteries of existence, one question at a time. Thank you for tuning into Purpose Calling. Keep seeking, keep questioning,